this case study. Basically, this case study's main objective is to inform or tell us how HR can play a major role in delivering the business function. Could be one. Correct? The objective of this case study is to explain how HR can play a major role in delivering to achieve the business objective. That is the objective of the case study. Okay, number one. Number two, go to facts of the case study. You can make 30 slides. You can also make only 6 slides. I recommend making only 6 slides. You know my style, right? Not 30 slides. Okay. In case you want, I already have a Southwest Airlines PPT prepared by me. If you want, I can show that also. But that will be too much, right? Huh? Huh? Oh, okay, I'll show that also. I don't mind, since you said your first time. The second, normally the second slide should be facts of the case. Facts mean, I don't know how many of you just even gone through once. If you've gone through once, what I'm going to tell you, it will be more relevant and useful to you. Second, 1 or 2 slides only facts. Facts will about the story. What is the story? There's a company called Southwest Airlines, which was getting every 3rd year all the kinds of triple crown, all those things. This is the only, for your information, this is the only airline in the US has never filed for bankruptcy. Every airline has filed for bankruptcy. Delta, US, everywhere. This is the only airline which has never filed for a. So the Southwest Airlines, is the fact is, has been extremely doing very well in terms of finance, in terms of customer satisfaction, in terms of awards and everything taken place. This is the facts of the case. Correct? This is a story. Facts is better. The third is analysis. How they could achieve that. Correct. The facts. The current fact is that the fact is what? Southwest Airlines is an airline company, always getting rewards and awards, never filed for bankruptcy. Customers are happy, business is happy, turnover. That's all the facts, no story. Another thing also, you learn a case study. Don't get bogged down. Now it makes very simple, right, for you guys. Then your assignment will become very easy. Faculty cannot claim that I'm a tough faculty. Okay. Now, fact is over. Now, simple third is analysis. How come they reach that level? Analysis what? Analysis, how they could reach that level of doing a best aircraft. Best means in terms of financially doing well, customers are very happy, never filed for bankruptcy. That's what you reached it. How did they do it? Analysis. There could have been many ways. Yeah. But this case study is more talking in terms of how HR could reach them to reach that level. Are you getting my point? Analysis point number 1. You have to drive and tell. Somebody was asking, who is that guy? Yeah, he said, am I going to talk about all business? No. Here you are sitting in HR class. Okay. There are a lot of case studies on HR, South Airlines, depicting the other subjects also. Okay. Now, in this analysis, what you are going to say, how HR has, whatever we discussed the first class, why did I give you now? The first class, I talked to you a lot about transactional, transformational, strategic and all. This is a very good strategic HRM case study. You can write down. In the objective itself, you can also write down. If you are known, this is a very good strategic HRM oriented case study. Okay. Now, when you're talking about the analysis, you are trying to talk about how HR has played a role strategically in making the customer satisfied, number 1, and thereby business turnover is going very well, and thereby all the output is done. Okay, that is all. Now, how did they do it? 1, the Southwest Airlines has understood the business strategy. I'm making it too simple for you guys, like a kindergarten schools, right? Southwest Airlines people, they understood the business strategy. What is the business strategy? 2 business strategy: cost leadership, extremely customer service. Okay, 2. Customer service means what? Giving a nice whiskey bottle and beer bottle and sumptuous food. Was it a customer service? That is what Vijay Mallya asked that. What is that, Airfield? Kingfisher gone for a task. They misinterpreted customer service in that way. So here in this one, these people understood, they first of all, professionally we have to talk. HR guys understood the business strategy of the company. What is the business strategy of the company? Cost leadership, customer service. Okay, cost leadership, all of you know. What is customer service here? Not giving all those whiskey, brandy and all those. He understood the customer, the aircraft 101% will adhere to the time. Number 1. Number 2, the customer will pay the very cheap price for the flight. That is the customer service. Very few means if the aircraft was already running only between a short route, say between Bangalore to Hyderabad or Bangalore to Goa, they never operated a long route. The aircraft always operating 1 hour, 1.5 hours, that kind of route. So they always felt it. Those who guys can go by second AC, right? Or they can go by bus, they should be able to afford for that. So that is the customer service here. The customer should be afford for the fare. Customer should be happy that it reaches all the time in time. Okay, and there'll be no frill. And there are some technical words they used to, not less for less, more for less. These are the words. They use the words like love and fun. They use the words like, there are 5, 6 technical words they used to it, not less for less, more for less. So here what they said is that anybody who can afford to go by train or bus should be able to come. I'm going to compete with this guys. That is a customer service. Okay, now it's clear. Analysis part 1. Analysis part 1 is that how strategic HRM can really play the business strategy. Number 2, the business strategy is very well understood here. It's basically cost leadership and customer service. Customer service here means no frills. They use the word no frills. Sometimes you should pick up some technical words used in the case study. No frills means nobody will give you whiskey, brandy, or water, or try all those things. You have to carry your own suitcase. You have to sit in and get lost. That is the kind of. But your time is always confirmed. Your fare will be this thing. That's one. Okay, so that is how they are able to do. Now, how did they achieve this one? Everything is cost. The ticket should be less cost. Now, if that is the case, how could they do it? How they could do better than, suppose this is a Southwest Airlines, there's a Deccan Airlines. Suppose, let's say for both of them the same business model. Same business model means both of them the same short route. If somebody is short route, somebody is a long route, somebody is playing international route, you cannot compare. Suppose these guys are doing. Why Southwest Airlines used to do, the other guys could not do it? That our one captain also introduced one aircraft. What is that one in India? Huh? Deccan Airlines. He come exactly with that concept, but he could not implement. He could not understood in totally. So what is the business strategy here? Only short route. Only same aircraft. I will not have 10 different aircrafts. 737 particular model. Why? Why I say this word? Because cost. They have only one aircraft means my inventory of spare parts should be less. Everywhere this case study is business strategy and HR. What is business strategy? Cost. Service. This is a business and how HR guys could play with them. So there they had the same aircraft only. So the inventory should come down. 1. 2, since the short route, wherever they were getting a cheaper fuel, they used to get it filled in. 3, since they were giving the passengers less cost and time, they were getting more passengers. When they are getting more passengers means if aircraft seat is 120, say for example, small aircraft, 100 times 100% full seat. You're getting full money, paisa vasool. Suppose your aircraft is going, if you must have seen sometimes the aircraft is full, most of the time seats are vacant. So you're unnecessarily losing money. These guys, because of that strategy, I'm talking about my business strategy. Then we'll talk about the HR strategy. Now, because of that strategy, 100% of the time the aircraft was capacity utilization. What is management? Full capacity utilization. Any business is utilizing capacity means it cannot go sick. Thumb rule. Take any business for it. So here aircraft also should be fully utilized. So because of that, they got 100%, so more money. More money means I should be able to give you less fare. If instead of 100 seat, if I sell only 80, I will charge you more, right? Let's get 100, then I will be able to give more. So that is why they were capturing the price and then passing on to the customer. This is another business model. And then now the second thing is, suppose this aircraft from Southwest Airlines is operating from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Deccan is also operating from Bangalore to Hyderabad. They are making 10 trips. These guys are making 12 trips. Does it make sense or not? One, I said, each trip, full seat occupied, more money. And instead of same aircraft running for, it's capable of running for 12 hours, 12 trips, or say 6 trips, and it's only running 3 trips. That means the 3 trips multiplied by 100 seats, 300 seats, multiplied by 4,000 or 5,000, you're losing per day. That they avoided. This is the business strategy of the Southwest. What the hell the HR strategy has done it? Got it? That's what I said. Analysis first part. Your question. Analysis first part is clear. And first part of analysis that the business strategy of Southwest Ireland was very, very clear. This is it. Now, what is analysis two? How HR has synchronized HR strategy to the business strategy. Now, who will do all these 12 trips, 10 trips? Employees, right? So the employees only. The employees that now, right now, you know, Indigo, all of you know, no? The technicians and everybody going on strike and all those kind of things. Even I've been flying. Only yesterday night I used to come back. You know, all of the time, most of the time I'm sleeping only in the airport. When I was booking my Indigo, I was a little afraid. Oh, these guys will drop me somewhere, some airport because of the technician strikes and things like that. I was making it deliberately not to book Indigo. But unfortunately, there are more routes, more Indigo things. You have to take a risk of booking that. So now, so these people, now HR guys, what they did is, no, this is a business strategy. HR strategy thought about clearly, like I've been talking in the first class. HR guys should know what is my transactional, what is my strategic HR, what is my transformational HR. So these guys were very well informed. And then HR was played by everybody. If you see the case study, it is written, even the pilot used to carry the luggages of the people. There's nothing like a discrimination. Here, all of us, whether pilot or a technician or anybody, customer. Okay, now coming to the HR guys, how did they do it? This is what this HR study. They said, we are proud, instead of 10 trips, we are only making it 12. Not your technology, not your per se, your aircraft speed has gone up more or less. Because how did they do? I have a satisfied employee. Okay. Now, how did they also called somewhere, there are some points you have to cover it up. They're given some value creation circle. Did you see that one? How the business circle goes, how the HR circle goes along with the business. Now, when they talked about these 12 trips, they said, since I have a committed, competent, love and fun employees, everybody likes working, they make sure I do 12 trips, not 10 trips. So when my employees are satisfied, like I told you the first class, people first. The concept of Southwest Airlines is that we believe in HR. HR can deliver business result. HR can take care of the customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction can take care of my business satisfaction. That is the whole theory. They did it on. Now, the other point is, so the fourth and fifth slide, you have tried more about how HR did it. How did they do different selection method? You know, they kept the customer in the interview selection. And now you have to talk about what are the HR practices they've done to meet that. How did they do differently selection? How did they do differently interview? How did they give different They have not given more salary. They just given the market salary. Because again, cost. If I end up paying more salary, more different kinds of training, more than that, cost. So the main theme was cost. Customer service. That was the business strategy. Now, HR guys also have to meet with that. Not that I am a high-fi Bhaskar and I want to do high-fi HR. It cannot work. Right. So they did some selection differently. They did some training different. Their big chart is given. Please copy that. That's the main thing you have to learn. How did they do training? How did they do compensation? How did they celebrate various parties, Christmas party and things like that in the company? What are the terminology they used? Love and fun, more for, not less for more. You know, all those kind of the concept here. So HR was totally involved in making employee happy and to be then engaged, committed, competent employee to run the background aircraft properly. So they become the backbone. This is what in the case study. So 2-3 part you write an analysis and pick up a lot of good jargons from that case. Don't copy from the case study, but pick up the right thing from the case study. Are you getting my point? I'm just twisting all the time. I say one side don't copy, other side copy. Copy what? Right ones. They also given a value creation model. How in any case you can create a value creation model. Value creation means, for example, I'm making this watch, same watch he's also making, apple to apple, same configuration, same all those kind of things. Huh? Not only you pay. Let's say that same watch, it has to be compared with apple to apple. Otherwise, there's no comparison. The same watch he's also manufacturing. I'm also manufacturing. My people, because I have a committed employees, they are able to manufacture for say 1,000 rupees cost. Her people are making it for 12,000. There itself, because that cost is gone. So because I'm making it 10, she's making 12, she cannot sell to you nothing less than 30. She will have someone. I will be able to sell for 11 or 12. So the value, I captured the value through my committed employee or while they're preparing and manufacturing it. I capture that value, passed on that value to the customer. This circle is very well explained in. So apart from whatever step by step I told you, the other things that what you have to learn is, one is value creation model you have to understand, and the whatever how HR differently they did it to reach that kind of behavior. What is the HR function? We also need to provide a, like you are selling watch. HR guy has to sell something, right? Produce something. They have to give a competent behavior in terms of customer service. They have to be a competent behavior in terms of cost behavior, effective behavior. That's what again we are coming to JA. Now, how the job has to be prepared. If the cost of turning around particular job has to be different, can I have a big job, undefined kind of job? So all those things are very well captured in that South Australia. Are you clear now? Now the point is objective, facts, one analysis about business strategy, another analysis about HR strategy, 6, 7, the best practices, words used there. Last is conclusion and recommendation. Does it make sense? Easy? So don't get carried away. It's spending a lot of time. You know where to spend time. Take a pen and pencil, start reading it, story and all. They'll talk a lot. It's, I think, 16 page and all. No? If I have to write it, I'll write it in 2 pages. But if they do it, their business cannot go like that, right? So case study is also business. They have to write it like. So, but you guys have to be extremely smart, painful, but you take the challenge. So this case study talks about conclusion. What will you conclude? Yes, HR really played a role. HR has played a role in having the right kind of skill set, right kind of committed people, right kind of engaged people, right kind of salary. They gone out of way to produce that cost control, take care of the customer service, because HR played a major role other than the aircraft or brand. There could be many core competencies for a business. Which are the core competency? Your brand name itself is a core competency. Your finance is a core competency. So here the core competency seems to be HR. HR played a major core competency role in successfully running the business. That's the conclusion. Recommendation is what? Conclusion and recommendation can be one and the same. You can say that HR really want to deliver. They should follow this model of Southwest Airlines in terms of understanding the business first, and then try to make his employee to deliver the business. I mean, made it very clear or not? Why people are worried about such a case study? Now you should be able to do any case study easily, okay? First of all, don't have that pain. Take a chair and table, pencil, you cannot have a diverse time in trying to analyze a case study. Keep a time, half an hour, 1 hour, take a pencil, just go through once, underline. With the same model, you can apply to any case study. This is one case study. Now the other one is Portman Hotel. Okay, anybody read that Portman Hotel? Anybody read it? What is that? Tell me. Okay. 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 Again, whenever you read a case study, you should see what this author is trying to, what is the objective? He's writing a story. He's writing a fiction. He wants to teach you something through that one. So like you said, Asian Hotel and all, that's a story. What is it he wants to teach behind that story? Like, so we are not now worried about Southwest Airways, right? We are worried about how the HR guys did it to get into that. Now, Portman Hotel, what is the story? You should, customer value. Okay. Personal wallet is a concept they used, right? Yeah. Reduce the attrition rate. Yeah. Right. You guys have to punchline. Yeah. You are all executive based, right? And you come to, I think I should come to you more often to the class. By the time we meet again, we are lost, right? Correct. I mean, what are we here? We are not here to learn HR or anything. We are here to learn competencies, skills, how to go about it, right? That's how a CEO needs. Okay. Now, Portman Hotel, again a story. What is the story? What is the objective of the Portman Hotel? If I have to repeat the same kind of thing. Portman is an objective. Though HR has a good intention not to play like a Southwest Airlines, but they failed in the implementation. Objective here is, Portman has got believed in HR to deliver function. They wanted HR to be a core competency, one of the core competency or competitive advantage, but they failed in implementation, hence they lost it. That is objective of the question. Okay. Now, what is the fact? The fact is, like you said, there's some Francisco hotel style. I mean, Portman was a known hotel, 5-star hotel. The guy wanted to bring the same hotel to US. He wanted to give the best of the facility to customer and things like the same concept. He wanted to please the customer by through some one or two business gimmicks or strategy or marketing strategy. Okay, that is a fact. Portman is a five-star hotel. Portman himself is a big architect and himself. He proved to be, he's had a very successful hotel in Europe, I think somewhere else. He wanted to bring it to the US. So he said, I will give the same thing here to customer, please them at a really competitive price, not a cost price. No cost, not a cost leadership here. I will give them a competitive price, which may be a little higher, differentiated service, but the best of the service to please the customer. I'll rock the world. US. The US will know that how Asians cattle can do very well. That was the objective of that is the facts of the case. So now what is the analysis? This analysis that first one analysis, general, culturally messed up. He messed up totally. European working, Indian working, Asian working, and US working people are different. Here we can pay them 5,000 rupees. Here we can ask them to pay 7 or 8.5 hours also. Here we can talk to them Saturday morning. Hey, can you do that work? Can you do it with the US worker? No. Distinctly rules and procedure and subjectivism. No. 8 o'clock I'll come, man. Who are you? There's no free coffee for anybody else. That is a culture there. So this guy messed up the culture. While trying to bring that, he should have been a little careful and he could have paid less salary there. Here he has to end up paying more salary. Okay. So there are the generic cultural issues. What is a basic HR issue? What he thought is, I'm going to come up with innovative HR practice. Like he said, I'm coming with an innovative practice called personal valet. Personal valet means, here, what is the customer service? There I told you customer service. Here, customer service, superiorly satisfying the customer. When the customer comes, he becomes a king. That the day I'm coming, somebody takes care of my suitcase, somebody books my ticket, somebody takes me whatever ticket I want to show, whichever show, he takes care of me, he takes care of my ironing cloths, whatever my personal needs. The time I get in, the time I get out, that's like you have a personal relationship manager, bank, something like that. Somebody will be attached with me who will take care of my all legal, illegal, moral, immoral, every responsibility. Indirectly. No, it didn't say like that. Indirectly. Correct, na? You will book my ticket, you will book my cinema ticket, you will take care of my laundry, you will do all those kind of. What was the idea? So I'm going to make the customer as a king, customer delight, by giving this personal delight. That was the concept he brought in. Okay, while bringing that concept, he has totally messed up with HR. How he messed up with HR? HR need to have a clear-cut job content. HR needs to have a job description, affordable job description, doable job description. Okay, that they messed up. He thought personal valet can do anything. It's such a broad, undefined job and no supervision. We said, and the compensation also they paid less. Why they paid less is, these guys will do an extreme good service to customer. Customer will give them extremely nice tips. So that becomes a total compensation. So whatever HR practices they thought will help it, all the design itself is wrong. Implementation is totally wrong. Well, and on the top of it, when the personal valets become discouraged, there was a shortage of personal valet. They changed them from one floor to another floor. So they didn't get the tips also. There was an attrition. When the attrition, they went to the top management. They're not here to their compliance. So the HR was there it was extremely implemented. Here it's extremely the other way implemented. That's why I've given you both cases. So that you guys can understand what HR can be best implemented, what HR can be. The intention here was excellent. But the implementation went for a total heavy. They given a very wrong job, very big job, which cannot be done by anybody. There is no supervision, no training, no compensation. And the attrition was there. When these guys approached it, they have not done. So this is it. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion here is that HR, they come up with an HR as a, one of the core competent method to implement like Southwest Airlines. But the whole concept design of HR function, from job content, job analysis, job description, compensation fixing, motivation strategies, attrition control, everything they could not implement properly, hence it is gone. Finally, what happened? They sold the hotel. It's clear now? Now, is it difficult? It's not so difficult now. You'll be able to write. Heaven's sake, don't write more than 6 slides, okay? My request to you guys. I'm helping all of you write. Yes or no? So you have to help me by writing more than 6 lines. Okay. No, I think probably you need 6 for this, 6 for that. Because total facts should be different. Total analysis will be. And when I say 6 mean, it is not that I'm not giving mandatory. Try and keep it 5 to 7 or 8. Okay, don't give me more. It's too difficult. And then you have to learn. Small is beautiful. The moment in life you start writing concisely, comprehend it properly, you are a successful person. You beat the bush around. Right? The students give them, they'll come up with 35 slides. Only the facts they'll write 30, 10 slides. And even you guys, you're talking about the stories behind. Makkan kaya question. Only makkan means I want only butter. No buttermilk, no curd, nothing. So they will try to divert you. So you have to bring in. The moment I'm telling you God's grace today, my best wishes to all of you. The moment you guy has this, what is this skill is called, technical humor, conceptual, concise skill. Small is beautiful. Observe it and attach it and hate it. Life is fun. Easy going. Yesterday night only reached at 11 o'clock. I was not 1 day, 1 week. I did so many business. Again, I'm here. Again, next week, I'm going to Allahabad High Court as an advocate. Life is easy for me. People say, no, you are clear. Your concept is, even going to the court also, I'm telling you. Become such big things. Don't waste. Try to see where is that, as per the law, where is that other guy is trying to plead? Where is that I have to punch? And the judge is also human being. You don't beat him around. He's also, everybody's job, including his job, is tough. How his job is tough? He comes at 10 o'clock. So many people nonsense talk. Everybody knowingly, unknowingly trying to divert him. Correct. He's a human being, right? He's like us only, right? So then in between, he has to call it out and take the right information. So to him, if you work clearly, I've seen it. I worked with some very big advocates like Shankar Das and all in Delhi. They never take up case. You won't talk to them. First, the junior will understand. It's a worth case, he will talk, and he will not go every day to court. He will do a complete research, survey, and then say it's doable, not doable. Then we'll take up, then go to the court. When he goes in front of the court, judges will respect him. They'll say, okay, he's coming. So everywhere, whether you are a lawyer or a doctor, how many doctors mess up in diagnosis? So you guys, please try to pick up this one way you can pick up, not for an HR, or as a career, as a manager, leader tomorrow. This can help you. Now, cutting short, over. Assignment issues over. Are any doubt? Again, please don't come to me again and again. Some WhatsApp, this and that, sir. What is this? What is that? 6. What framework? All those things, bring it in analysis. No, no, you don't put a such framework. You write value creation model. 3C model. Okay. Then you say that HR, all the work of HR is attached in an Excel sheet. There you don't take, you can put the same Excel, the table along with your presentation, right? Here we are trying to see how you are able to comprehend it. We are not here to just turn it around in a big way. We are here how quickly, objectively you are learning. What is that you are supposed to do this case study? To only understand 2 things. Can HR play a role? How HR played a role? How HR has messed up? These are the 3 things. All this story, whatever I'm talking to you, is only 3 points, not more than that. If this system is developed by the guys who are writing the book, the guys who are delivering, the guys who are learning, life would be so funny. You can learn a lot at effortless ease. Okay, done? Any questions before we move on? So I solved the case. It's called solving the case. Instead of you are solving the case, I solve the case. Still, you want to show me that how I written the PPT? That I'll show you. I don't think you need it. Okay. Clear? Forget about the case study. You know how to go about analyzing a case study, right? Objective, facts, analysis 1, analysis 2, conclusion, recommendation, learning. 6, 7 point only keep. 1, 2, pick up all those main jargons. Don't copy otherwise. Don't copy otherwise. But learn to pick up the main jargon from them. That's it. Clear? Now, if this over, can we go to today's class? Already half an hour is over. Okay, now what is the discussion today? What did we do first time? First class? Have we covered totally about the HR? Transactional, transformational, strategy, IHRM, everything we covered it. And in the process, I told you, if HR has to be effective, they have to do prior to starting the job. Right? We talked about this prior to starting the job. What does it mean prior to starting the job? Understanding? Okay, great. Go ahead. Sir, you are keeping quiet today. But you add up a lot. Good, good. That's what we want. Okay. Okay, now, last time we talked HR has to deliver. What did we learn? All the three of us, 3 points only. No beating the bush around in my own style, right? Last class, you understand? HR's function is very cumulative. Lot. 2, HR has to deliver. Long live HR. HR cannot be debt. HR can be debt or long, depends upon you and me, or the HR guys. This is what we understood, right? And we are debt at length. So if HR has to deliver, we also said prior to HR, prior to starting. Now, here is the example. Now, at entry position, how many times people are not happy? As I told you, when you are in a new student joins MBA student, as I've seen in most of the MBA colleges, 50% of students, not 50, more than 80%, they leave in 3 months on first job. The way they come and say, or the way they get understood, the job content, job description goes for a task. That's one. Even in, I've seen the lateral means when you bring in high-fi people, like Vijay Mallya used to bring, Reliance used to bring, more than 80% is a failure. In my own experience in pharma industry and the other sugar and chemical industry, whenever you bring from lateral entry at the senior management, more than 70-80% failure. Entry level, it's a failure. And expatriate, I told you, even if you see that more than 50-60% failure. What does it mean? Is it delivering? If I say all this thing, it's impacting or it's a minor impact or a major impact to the business. When I say these 3 points, is it a good point, very good point, or very bad point? It's a very bad point. Okay. Even I've seen within the companies you promote people. There's a good design engineer. You put him into manufacturing engineer, he fails. Or a very good manufacturing guy puts him into design, he fails. You've seen somebody, I've seen in one of the industry, he was a very good general manager, technical, extremely well, got award and all. He has been promoted to be CEO. Failure. You lost him as a technical head, you lost him as a CEO. All these things are why it's happening. Because you have never thought about the job clarity. So job clarity, what are the words we are going to use? Write down. Job analysis, job description, job specification, KRA, KPI. This all you have to cover in today's class. Job analysis, job description, job specification, KRA, KPI. If HR guys does this thing scientifically, all these failures can be eliminated to the extent of 80 to 90%. Now that means how do you go about it? No theoretical words. You have to do experientially. And how many of you read the LMS? I put an announcement. Read and come to the class. And this one, I've also given an article. You didn't see? Long back, while traveling, because my concepts are very clear. So 1 week back itself, I put in your LMS. I've also given one article on how to go about preparing a job analysis, job description in a research manner. I put that article for you guys to read. And I also know that most of you will not come reading. But I did my job. Did you see that one? Like, can you open the LMS? Is it there? Is there or not there? Okay. Anyway, that we'll come to check later. Now, right now, today's classes, we have to cover up because we believe If the job description, job analysis done properly, it will help you to get a good job description. If you have a good job description, you will be able to come out a good job specification. Then you can go to KRA, KPA. Now, everything like this Portman Hotel, now, we all like KRA. All of you know about KRA today, right? But if I ask you your company's KRA, KPA, if I have to validate based on a model, it will not meet even 40% of the requirement. Or instead of positive, it will be negative. Okay, now, how do you do job analysis? What do you mean by job analysis? You studied in your OB? As usual, take a position. No theory. When I have to talk about a particular job, whichever you want to take, I mean, most of you must be comfortable. HR manager, finance manager, marketing manager, supply chain manager, whichever job you want to take. How are you going to talk about that job? There's a job existing. We are not talking about the person now. You have to get married, right? So there is a job which is existing. What is the job is called job analysis. No, the job is for what? You have to have that one, right? Which position? Theoretically, for example, I'll come to the example. Theoretically, what is the task of the job? What is the knowledge you need to perform the job? What is the skill set you need to have to perform the job? What is the abilities, competencies you need? What is the difficulty level? You know, somewhere it's easy to work as HR manager sitting in a, like retail job, or an HR manager to come work in a 500, 600 post trade union. The difficulty level will be more. So what is the difficulty and the level? Then there could be some hazards. A lot of places you work night, you get into some chemicals and things. These are the theoretical frameworks. What is the kind of job and things like that. Now you apply this in practical in a particular job. Which job you want to take? I think I applied it for a HR guy, for example. You have to see the framework. Go back. The framework is what? Task. Write down if you want. The slide is in any case coming to you. Task, knowledge, skill set, competency set, difficulty level. For a particular job, you have to do. Note. Knowledge, skill set, task. It's already there. Difficulty level. You are not able to read this one. Is it clear? Okay, that's what I'm asking. Let me try and do it. Okay. Task, knowledge, skill set. Now can you read? Is it better? Okay. Now, any job has to be analyzed. Now take for example aircraft pilot. Okay. There's a vacancy for an aircraft pilot. How will you go about it? Guys, I'm asking you, there's a vacancy for an aircraft pilot. Online students, are you with me? We are going to do a job analysis.
Yes, sir.
Job analysis, job description for a particular position. I have not taken your traditional method of your HR manager, finance manager, marketing manager. You have to recruit a pilot. And I don't want you to get into the failure of 80%, not having a role clarity. And I want to have a long live HR by prior to HR doing it. How will you go about it? And the framework I given you a little bit. You have been given the responsibility of hiring a pilot. How will you go about it? It cannot be done by HR or hiring man. It will be done by a top management finally approved. But HR and all will help in preparation. Take your HR top manager, committee of top manager. You are a CEO, under you, HR guy. You are also HR because HR is under you. Okay. Now you have to select a pilot. How will you go? Sorry? Aircraft. You said experience, you said how to play the experience. It's all too general, sir. Everybody knows to fly the aircraft. Then only okay. Okay, he says 10,000 hours. A good point. He says some hours of experience will matter a lot. Good. Huh?
Type
Age
of
criteria.
license.
Sorry?
Type of license the pilot holds.
Very good point. Very good point you touched. Now you are only coming to the right point. Guys, first of all, pilot for what? Yeah. Right. Have you asked this question? Pilot for what? Okay, I'll twist you again now. Pilot for a fighter aircraft? Pilot for the 737? Pilot for a small six-seater? Have you asked this question? I told you pilot, right? Right. You didn't ask me this question. Which pilot? The pilot could be for a six-seater flight, 12-seater flight. A lot of charter planes are there, right? And it could be fighter aircraft in the Air Force, or it's a commercial aircrafts, which is running locally 500, or a big double triple decker aircraft running at a time 20 hours together. Which kind of? So we have to understand that first. A lot of difference. Small, I mean, not a comparison. A driver driving my small car and then driving an Audi car or limousine with 3 crore, 4 crore. The driver will be same. Correct. His mental, cultural ability, everything will be different, right? Driving. By and large, there could be a lot of things about driving, but the driver will be different. Okay, now here, all the more. It happened to me once. The company where I was working, we had some charter planes, Beechcraft, which used to have 12-seater and 14-seater. That's what I picked up this one. This is vacancy. And the HR guys got very thrilled. They got a lot of mid-age retired from Air Force, things like that. The guys who flown for many, many hours and all commercial, not commercial, they call it transport aircraft. So my chairman himself, the aircraft were there because my chairman's passion was flying. So this guy knew about everything. And all the team was really charged. Now we got a lot of CVs from good guy, 35, 40 years of age with flown many hours of transport aircrafts on defense and all this thing. And 2 seconds our chairman rejected, saying that the basic difference between the competencies or skill set or difficulty is that very easy to fly and land with a bigger aircraft. Smaller aircraft is likely to touch all the time nose. Anybody can be progressed from smaller aircraft to bigger aircraft with the training. But bigger aircraft to smaller aircraft is almost very, very difficult. Are you getting my point? How it makes a lot of difference. So if you know that framework, what is the skill set? The qualification would be same, like you said, licenses. Whatever, like we have EMBA and all, they have some A license, B license, C license and all this. Okay, that's one point we have to be clear. Second point is that there are 2 candidates. Okay, now I have 2 candidates. With this one, I need somebody with a transport or commercial aircraft only, background experience with all the licenses. Both of them have all the licenses. Both of them have, C got 5 years, he got 10 years experience. Age is compatible with me. Who will you select? Shortlist. Madam or sir with a black jacket. Who will you select? There's a transport pilot needed. Both of them have age right, qualification right. Both of them have relevant numbers of years of experience. That is an interview. Selection of CV itself, shortlisting for interview. Huh? Okay. I need you in my class always here. This guy will give different perspective. Okay. Correct. Okay. He says, whosoever pilot gives a CV very crisp one, you touch shortlist. Right? Okay. Again, it's not easy for you to answer because I have not given the full information. Both of them got 10 years experience. Both of them got age, correct. Both of them have all the qualifications which is needed under the statutory. But this guy is 10 years, he flown only 5,000 hours. In 10 years, he flown 20 hours. 5,000 hours, he's flown, say, 15,000 hours. Are you getting my point? Number of years of experience could be same. Same like if I've seen. It looks difficult. In private also I've seen. You want somebody to be a CO who has not worked, not the OT, not the experience. He's worked in a technical level long. He has not worked as a CO. Now, for example, multinational companies, when they shortlist the CVs, they make it a point. Somebody worked in only multinational, they'll shortlist. Now, for example, HR post. What is HR post here? What do you want? MBA, HR, 10 years of experience. Okay, there could be different level of HR. Oh, let me complete this aircraft one. Then I'll come to the HR one. That will make your life easier. Now, this guy, where we wanted, we got 10 years of experience, but somebody got more actual relevant experience within the 10 years. Somebody flown 5,000, somebody flown 20,000, somebody flown in turbulent weather, somebody, all those things will go in your job content or not. So now when you're looking for a job content, what will you write? Looking for, no, it's not that we are making others to fill. You are not given the right, like what is a description to the aspirant. We are looking for a pilot. We are looking for a pilot for a 12-seater. We want bala bala, this qualification and all, that's the easiest thing. You can see all our advertisement, you talk about only qualification, MBA, this and that. That's nothing. If you see most of the American or Canadian, that will not come in the front. It may come at the bottom or it not even come. It doesn't say that your MBA and all. They will say, do you have this experience? Do you have this competencies applied? That is why that if you need it, the one net job classification and all, they've done very well documents in US and Canada. We are just improving, but still no way. So now the job should go that my job content of this pilot is for a 12-seater one. Somebody with 35 years of experience. Somebody with ABCD of all the statutory kind of thing. Somebody flown minimum 5,000, though preferably 10,000 hours of flying. Okay, if those kind of words comes, will you be able to get the right CV? Will you be able to shortlist? HR guys also easy to shortlist. Not the way we got thrilled up. We got a lot of defense guys. We call them for that. So that is where your job content comes into play. Now take again, simple HR. What are the kinds of HR? What all of you do is, easiest thing is MBA HR or LLB. That's all you look for. Not a PhD in HR, right? I don't think any company is looking for PhD in HR unless there are some learning and development is becoming more important. They're preferably they're given. So qualification is okay. MBA HR or LLB or even a PhD. What else you need for HR guy? Again, I have not given you full information. Okay. CSAT communication. This is all general competence. Okay. Local language, you know, it's a general competence. When we talk about this thing, there's a functional competency, technical competency, general competency. This all has to get captured in your job analysis, job description. You borrowed the word, write down. Technical competency, functional competency, generic competency. For an HR guy, generic competencies, yeah, whatever said, local language, communication, good communication, exposure to people's art. All those could be generic competency. Good interpersonal relationship, not fighting with people. You list n number of generic competencies. That is, taking it for granted that guy should have all this. Are you going to select a guy based on that? Again, most of the guys. When the interview, you know, some guys talks a very good English and all those things, very good presentation, nice PPT. He is able to do all his marketing and get, take you for the ride. Because you are not clear what you want. Normally, you get carried away, right? Nice presentation, nice communication, nice dress, everything. So you are also a human being, you get carried away. So you are not understanding this only generic competence. It's good. I always use a word called must and wants, right now. My word is called must and wants. Go.
Sir, your voice is very low, sir. We are not able to.
No, not that. I'm not talking. One of your students,
Okay.
your classmate is talking. So
Sorry,
he's talking about his own experience in Infosys.
Okay, sir.
Yet to join. He says that there is no connect between what is the job description they given or each level, whatever. Very, very good. Good point. You are explaining what I'm saying. You are exactly explaining what I'm talking. Whatever I'm sharing, that's what you are sharing with the different facts. What he's trying to say is that the job content and description advertised was something, first level entry was something, second level was something, third level was something, finally the offer letter has come. Would be people like you or multi-versatile will be able to do it. Right? But somebody who's come with a particular competence and skill, will they be able to do it? No, they'll make a failure. Okay, so please, I understood. Now coming back to this point, HR guys, you got a generic company. Now what, there is a need for an HR manager, HR GM or director HR or HR head. How will you go about it? I'm not giving you full information. Let me warn you. Don't come with all this kind of generic to note it. Problem solving, good communication, not fighting, good exposure to software, people software, all those things generic. Write down any nonsense. This is generic. And we are not going to select. This is all wants. When I use the word must and wants, this all wants. If they have all this thing, good. But if only wants is there, the must is not there. Will you recruit that kind of person? No. Now you yourself don't know what the must you want. It's like a blind leading the blind, right? You don't know what you, like you said, you don't know. And what interview you can have. No, okay, coming back to this practical example. What? There is a vacancy of a GM HR or HR head or VP HR or director, whatever. How will you go about it? Generic competence, you're taken care of it. Other than that, qualification also you're taken care of it. MBA HR at the most. MBA HR from maybe IIM, maybe local university, or you can say that I want only MBA HR from Wharton. Qualification part taken care of. What else? Okay, you also said I need a 10 years experience taken care of.
Which company worked at?
Huh? Which company worked on? Okay, what do you mean by? Very good point. You want to say something? This contribution. Okay. Now, okay, let's go from easier to one. Qualification is clear. Number of years experience is clear. Okay. Third is age is also clear. You don't want somebody 35, 40, 55, or whatever age is clear. This is all very easy to clear. Coming to experience, you said minimum 10 years experience. Therefore, how will you go? Like you said, he said, multinational, like a lot of companies, multinational, they want only multinational exposure. Like he said, somebody wants only industry background. Maybe you can say HR is same. What HR is different? No. Now, pharma industry guy means they look for only somebody worked in pharma industry as HR for years. Engineering, software, IT HR guy also, they don't take anybody from manufacturing. So in the experience, you will also go for somebody worked in that particular industry. Manufacturing industry, IT industry, pharma industry, engineering industry.
Who has worked under a union, sir?
Sorry?
HR who has worked under unions.
Why are you taking words from me, man? I was good. I'm just giving you a compliment. Okay. Now, the next point is, which HR looking for? We're looking for HR or IR? Generally, normally we use the word HR, right? Suppose you are working for your McKinsey company, somebody, HR guy. You want somebody really MBA sharp from Wharton or anywhere else, a lot of conceptual concepts, maybe little or no knowledge about IR. Okay. And one big Hyundai's big car company, they set up 2,000 people, 70% IR background, 20% maybe HR background. That's what he was talking about. He talked about industry. I'm talking about especially HR. For HR, with HR, what HR? You want high-fi HR concept, PCMM5, employee engagement concept, best employer concept, consultancy, all preparing HR in a numerical word. That's what McKinsey would like. That kind of HR guys only they will like it. Even not like a generic kind of guys. But that kind of guys will be able to help you in a manufacturing industry. No. Even a traditional industry. What is the kind of so within the HR function also there are different domains. So we should be able to come up with which industry, and with that industry you will take a little diversion from finance. You want to take somebody heading the finance, director of finance, Well, I'm leaving the other part of it. Coming to like, I have broken the HR into consultancy HR, and manufacturing IR. Now, how will you go about breaking it in finance? This all comes part of your job content and job description. Now, what is that? In finance, what will you go about it? Now we are talking about this one, finance. This is a finance director vacancy. First 4-5 points, leave it same. Generic competency, same. Qualifications, whatever you look for, chartered accountant, MBA finance, and all those things, let's leave it. Years of experience and all those things. Industry also, it leave it. That all by and large would be same here also. Now coming to the breakage of the job. Industry, for example. You want somebody worked in specific industry, multinational, that's also okay. Now coming down, what should be his focus? Okay. What is the domain? What? Collection. I'm talking about HR, finance head or director of finance. You will give focus on collection. Huh? Sorry? What is functional? That's what we are talking about. We are talking about focus. He said, I will give somebody weightage on collection. Yeah. Not at the level of HR for director of finance. That could be at the level of assistant manager collection. So first of all, you must learn what are the functions in HR? Finance. Accounting, finance, costing, taxation, auditing, secretarial. Correct? 6-7 function. Accounts, finance, taxation or compliance, costing, budgeting, profit, whatever you call it. Now, you must be very clear where the guys should be 70-80% expert. In collection? No, definitely no. Because that will be done by a manager collection. You want a costing guy? Which one? I mean, nothing to do. We should be very clear. Or only finance? You are looking for a top level guy. What is finance? What is accounts first? Then only you'll be able to understand. Accounts is what? Keeping the books, everything clear, neat as per the American standard or Indian standard, audits properly, doing extremely well, right time, every time, accounts prepared, kept it, all those kind of things. What is finance? Getting the finance, using the finance correctly, getting cheaper finance, making the investors happy. So which one will give weightage? I will give weightage to finance. Not cheaper, economical. Let's not use the word cheaper. I mean, you are able to get fund at Reliance Ambani. He's talked very high about his son. My son could get so much money, so I'm giving you the chairman of Geo. I don't know whether you guys read it. He could get some investors' money at a very, very economical or throwaway interest rate, big money. So we are looking for, I use the word finance director. So you look for somebody who got a proven, relevant experience in finance, not in accounts. Not because he's MBA from Harvard or this thing, and he worked throughout the life. Fortunately, unfortunately, he could not get out of accounts and tax auditing. Will he fit for your finance function? No. Correct. So these are the way the job content, a job analysis is supposed to take care of. What is the job is all about? What is the task? This is a theoretical framework. I think more than that, we discuss practically. What is the job? What are the must and wants? What is the qualification? What is the knowledge? Qualification people easily do. Experience also people do. But when it comes to breaking down, focusing on the task, focusing on the skill set, focusing on the extra competencies. And finance, somebody who's got relevant experience of dealing with many bankers. Many times you got public money very well, subscribe very well. I will like somebody who successfully come with a subscription and big money. You got to getting my point. So this all should captured in your job. Otherwise, what will happen now? It happened when I was, you guys like 31, 32. My boss, the one who was the chairman of the aircraft also, he used to change every 6 months finance guy. Okay. And it's a very typical case, you must understand. This guy is a very royal family. He studied from Doon School, along with Nehru family and all, and then studied in London. We belong to Patiala Maharaja kind of family. A nice person. So he has got something blind spot in his mind that only public school backgrounds guys will be good. Public school background doesn't mean that whatever public school we call it. For him, public school means Doon School, it's in our school. There in India, like there are 4-5 very lordly schools in India. I'm not able to remember all those 2-3 guys. Ajmer, there is one school. So you would like somebody with that background. You'll presume that the blind spot is that background means they'll be good. That is how he used to go. Then somebody, and he must and want, he was always missing. See, the must want could be that public school background, but the must has to be somebody with MBA finance, or somebody who succeeded in getting money from a banker, or somebody who succeeded money from the share market, or getting the money. That should be the background, right? Whether that guy is able to speak well or wearing his tie properly or not, that all should become a wants. He will concentrate on that. And unfortunately, he ended up in getting a lot of friends, because most of them, their school background would be his own friends, seniors, batchman, and all. Every after 3 months, 4 months, you'll sack them, and you'll sack them nicely. You'll call them for a nice dinner and all those kind of things, because they're friends, nah. You recruit them as friend and then part them with it. So that is because basically you are not having the right kind of concept. So what is the theoretical concept about it here? Now, third one I'll tell you about your own education. What are they posted? Basically, PhD professors are the basic qualification for a dean, vice chancellor, director, or anything. Now, will that qualification will be fit for all the posts? Basically, they want a qualification with PhD. That's a basic qualification. You are supposed to have a PhD in your line and some 10-15 years of experience, things like that. This is a teaching line. Then the post comes, dean, director, vice chancellor. Obviously, without this qualification, the guy will not be shortlisted for the post. Now, what are the other things you look for? Even in the teaching, there are two different things. Somebody is too good in teaching. Somebody is too good in research. You know, a lot of universities in the foreign, in India, they started. The faculty don't teach one semester, not even 1 hour. They get full salary. Do you know that? India just started. In abroad and all used to be like that. One semester, I don't want to teach anything. I will not go and see one student for even 1 hour, because I'm going to concentrate on research. Then they will say, you have to come with a paper, research paper or a book, which is supposed to be not in any hierarchy publication. We call it UGC approved, indexed one, scopused one, double blinded refereed one, triple blinded refereed one. The Americans and all, when they give you a lot of freedom. They say you want, they'll double happy American university. I don't want to teach me, they'll be too happy. And that is the toughest job, I'll tell you. Teaching means we can teach and get away with it, correcting a one. But when you, at the end of the semester, you are not able to come up with a paper which is published in a Scopus journal or a triple, your job is gone. So now we are coming back to our own job content. I hope we are into the. I hope we are not losing from the job content, job description, right? So when you get into that one, what is that? This guy, basically, you should know what is the main focus of that kind of. For the research one, it's a different focus. Teaching one, now as a dean or a vice chancellor, is it more than enough? MBA or MSc, PhD, and all those kind of things, 20 years of experience, and 10 books written or 10 application done. Will you shortlist that guy for a vice chancellor post? Yes or no? Yes. You'll shortlist? That's enough? Come on, why are you afraid? Huh? No, okay, shortlist. Okay, shortlist, we're going with it. How will you interview him? And why did you shortlist? Okay, you can shortlist, not selected. But you must shortlist with some criteria, right? What is a JD? Come on, good question. What is a JD for a vice chancellor? Good. What is JD for a professor? Able to have a thorough subject knowledge, able to communicate effectively to the satisfaction of student. Knowledge is communicated, disseminated, good subject knowledge, good research contribution. That takes care of the JD of a professor. Okay. So that's all minimum qualification. Okay. But that cannot be the final. That's a must. Without that, you will not even be shortlisted. But that's not enough. Now, with this, what is it called? Competencies you look for. We use the word skill set, competency, qualification, difficulty level, all those things. Now, what is the things you look for vice chancellor? Okay, both of us are having PhDs from best of the seas from Harvard. I'm from Ahmedabad. Relevant qualification with relevant experience, relevant age. good communicator. How will you go about shortlisting between both of us? Like you cannot shortlist unless you have clarity over job description, job content. And what is job description for Vice Chancellor? Come on, you guys tell me. I given you 2-3 examples. Come on, guys. We are going to work out a job description for a Vice Chancellor for a university. Right? Yeah. why? Huh? Why other organization? Because there is a lot of complication here, right? Na? You are here as a professor, you are here as a dean, you are here as a dean, researcher, and then there's also option to be a vice chancellor. No problem. Go on. You are not evaluating me. You are evaluating the potential candidate to become vice chancellor. If you think that I'm fit for vice chancellor, no problem. If you think that I'm not fit, that's not an issue. The issue is that we are working out a framework. Okay, you want to evaluate me, evaluate. Am I fit to be a professor or a dean or a vice chancellor? Okay, if that makes simple for you, let's go into that. Come on. Huh? Based on my introduction, that may be wrong also. Correct. Started asking. University building, institution building, getting grants from abroad. Now we started talking. Not Bhaskaran XRY said. What is the task of a vice chancellor? Teaching, though there are many people are there to teach. He's not going to teach. If at all is out of interest, he want to teach, he can teach. But that is not his must job. He has come through that route. Okay. Now that is why there's a controversy has come. Some of the government university, they started taking IAS officer as a vice chancellor. A lot of hue and cry. Traditionally, this guy only will become only vice chancellor. Become a professor, dean, director, and that guy. Now they started thinking, why this guy? Why not a sharp IAS officer with 10, 15 years experience? They started doing a lot of arguments, pros and cons. I'll not tell you which is right. You have to answer. Okay. Now, what is it? Yeah. What is the task? What is the task? What is the job content? The vice chancellor first post is building an institute, getting the accreditations done. Okay. Able to appoint talent, able to retain talent. Something like a CEO of a company. Getting a budget, exercising budgetary control. Right? This will be his primary job. Class allocation, teaching is not his job. There are dean under him, HOD under him. They'll take care of it. So if this is his major job, will he go somebody's only teaching experience? No. Somebody has got a CEO's kind of qualification. Has got a knack for, I run some Singhania University. I got 5 accreditation from abroad. I got so much fund to the company. I could build up from 3 course, I come up with a 10 course successfully. That will be the experience of a vice chancellor. Not that I taught to 500 students very happily, they're very happy with me, I'm very happy with them. No. That will be there when I'm selecting a full-fledged, we call it in US, tenured professor. We call it here now, full permanent. In US, we call it tenured professor. They don't make anybody tenure. Even if you are there for the university for 3 years, 4 years, you'll become tenured only you got all this teaching efficiency, satisfaction from students. Other than that, there's no need, there's no compulsory for students to come to the class, you know that, attendance. In India, we make attendance must. There they say, faculty is good, he can attract students to the class. That becomes faculty's responsibility. If he meets all those things, then only you'll get a tenured one. Okay, all cut and story, all of you are clear now, right? What we are trying to say that HR guys to play a very good role must work seriously on working on the job content. This is maybe theoretically it looks simple, but it's too complicated. Are you getting my point or not? It's not that easy. If I have to ask you to work out after giving a 10 minutes break, work out for me a job description for any particular post. 4 of you sit together and work it. Then let's see how you are able to absorb and come back. We talk theoretically. We give a lot of examples. Is the concept is clear? Are we clear? If we don't have to repeat it again, now how do you want to take it up further? You want to try? You want to try? Or you want to take a break and then come and try? I have to cover up KRA KPA, which is much more complicated. And you cannot touch KRA KPA unless you are clear with job content and job analysis. So if you are clear, then I move to the next one. Or do you like to make an attempt of writing one paragraph? Take any post you like it. Job description. With the model I taught you, not your model. Okay, each word should mean it. मतलब के हिंदी में बोलते ना मतलब के होना चाहिए. Nothing गोलमाल. Straight. You like to do it? Okay. If you cannot do it, now I think better. How many? 1.5 hour over? 1 hour. 1 hour only, nah. Still a lot of time. Okay, what you do is go through your LMS. There is one article I written on the job content preparation for a salesperson in a detailed, systematic manner. Can you read that for 10 minutes? Though it's a big article, but you should learn it in 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, job analysis and job content is one and the same?
Yeah, content is, you are analyzing the content of the job.
Okay.
Right? Let's understand in a simple manner. You are analyzing the content of a job. Like I told you, the pilot's content, or a faculty content, professor and vice chancellor content, HR guys content, right?
Okay. Fine, sir. Thank you.
There's one article I already posted in LMS. It's a Word document. I hope you could locate it.
Okay, sir.
That's a very well researched detailed article. If you just go through it for 15-20 minutes, are you able to locate it or not, first of all? It is there? It's a Word document. Not case study, it's on job content. It is there or not? Or I'll open and show. Job analysis. It's a Word document. It's a Word document for a sales professional. How did they go about and doing that job scientifically? We all talked in a more experiential and practical manner, but you should also know conceptually, professionally, how will you approach that? I know you will not read it after leaving the class, so better you guys read now.
Sir, not able to locate it, sir. Can you show me, sir, once?
Guys, can you guys share in the WhatsApp if you could? Have you located or not, any one of you? Announcement, yeah. Okay, now I will try to share it in a WhatsApp group, right? Your group. That would be easy for you guys, right? Huh?
Sir, someone already shared, sir.
Already shared. Very good.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Don't get bothered about the number of pages and all. Just go through it. Sorry, this is my phone. You want to take it? You can replace with the latest one. All of you got it. Otherwise, share it on WhatsApp. Huh? It's in WhatsApp. You guys are too smart in technology. It's a lengthy article, but I want you to read because you will not read afterwards. And that reading will help you a lot in your life. So please read. See, I'm not a faculty, I'm a taskmaster, right? Do you think I'm a faculty or a taskmaster? Read for 10-15 minutes, ask question, then I'll give you a break, then we'll get into the next agenda, KRA KP. And that is an extension of job description. Unless we know about job description and all, we cannot talk about KRA KPI. It's not the difficult article to read like Southwest Airline, just a running article. Sorry? Knowledge, skill. Abilities. That's why I wanted you to read, because you'll get some words. Online students, all of you got the article, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please read. I can't see whether you guys are reading or not from here, but please read. Only one post. Salesperson. I mean, what we talked, it looks simple for you guys. No, it's not that simple. Huh? They given a good framework or not? The complete research done on that post. It's not my article, somebody's article. I found it interesting, so I thought I'll share with you. Yeah, for a sales. Yeah. Yeah. That's the post. You want to prepare us for us. Okay. Hmm. If they go long, live, otherwise dead. You remember my word, not 2 words only. Either you want to be long live by delivering, or you want to be dead by not delivering. It's HR's choice. Why so? Okay. This is all generic conditions. Huh? Okay, good. I mean, let's not get into that. There will be a different discussion altogether. 3 hours will go only on that one, right? We are here to learn something. Experience. The 6 years experience only. In Google no appointment. 2 years, 3 years. Much higher salary, much senior post. Nobody else other than your captain's son. He studied from. He's into algorithm expert. Is the mind of, I'm not supposed to talk, so as Dean said, the amount of post and position Google salary rating is mind-boggling. Hardly 3 years experience. He studied from IIT, then Carnegie Mellon. He did his things. Then now everything is changing. People are what I'm talking. People are looking for competency. What you can deliver. They cannot go away with so much of emotional, your experience, my experience, and all. At the end of the day, business has to run. Sometimes physical competency also. Like faculty should be able to stand 3 hours, right? Obviously, faculty every time they teach, they have to stand, right? Even in your plant, as a plant engineer or somewhere, can you go and sit? Not 3 hours, complete 8 hours. You have to be, especially in manufacturing. Not only standing or moving from one side to another, climbing many ladders, first floor, second floor, all those kind of things. Yeah. Yeah, I worked in sugar and chemical industry. I know how you have to run from small ladder here and there. I hope it's capturing whatever we discuss theoretically, by and large. This guy says that I'm useless. Then why you not come prepared to the class? I send you 1 week back, sir. Was there an article? At least you recognize the announcement was there. This guy, you recognize at least announcement. This guy is not even recognizing announcement. And I'm sitting somewhere in the airport. I'm putting all the information for you guys. It's very detailed. Why I wanted to read now that KRAKP is much more focused. And you cannot start with the KRAKP unless you are clear with the JD and job analysis and job description. All of you will tell me KRAKP how much missed in all your life by the companies, right? Now it has become because of own net classification and all, they've done a lot of late, 5 years and 10 years. Even now, if you ask all of you are involved in some KRA KPA, if all of your KRA have to sit and scrutinize on the framework which I'm going to give you, it will not even stand 40%. See here, nothing in my choice or your choice. Everything has to be a conceptual framework, model, proven model, theoretically strongly driven model. Theoretical driven means not theory. It has come out of experience. I don't know how many of you heard about balanced scorecard and all, which I'll touch you when I talk about care. It talks a lot. Okay, read it. Another 5-10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes break. Then we'll start talking into KRA KPA. Job content, job analysis will be over by this session, right? But after you read it, I think it should be clear. No, specification, you're clear about job description. I'll show, read here. This is job description. Our HR guy, read thoroughly. Made it in a very short, concise manner. It carries a lot of it. Then I'll show you the specification. I written it for a typical HR guy in a very concise, acquiring talent, training, engaging, retaining for productivity. In that 4 words, I written a lot, right? Maintaining intellectual dispute to avoid huge losses. I covered both HR. Then what is the job description? Knowledge of HR, knowledge of labor law, knowledge part of it. What is the skill part of it? Negotiation skill, persuasion skill, networking skill for that position. What are the ability in competition? Competencies, problem solving, decision making. Okay, conflict handling. What is the difficulty level? Large workforce, single union, multiple union, prone for labor unrest. Does it make sense or not? It's different from some routine job description. Now, what is the job specification? This again, job description, continue. Okay. How do you approach? There are many approaches, like what you are doing. Where is the job specific? Yeah. I put all red. Could be HR background, could be labor law background. Specific for that. That's where we make a mess. Somebody speaks a very good English with a good tie and all from best of the universities, we get carried away. We miss the main must. We get carried away with the wants easily. That's why I use the word must and wants. Like, what kind of compensation you're made? Okay, guys, you read it? Or you got a feel of reading that one? Do you think that you'll go back and read that one? I don't think so. Unless I ask you to make a presentation on that. Correct? Huh? Okay, just go through this slide, then we'll go for a break. Just read, I'm not going to explain. Okay. It goes with job description, job specification, KRA KPA. KRA KPA, let's complete it. It's a very lengthy one. And I've done it for 7-8 positions. And I charge 10 lakh rupees for that. That document I'm sharing with you guys. Okay. Actually, what I done for KRA KPA for a pharma company, for a finance, HR, supply chain, 6-7 posts, that I'm sharing with you. And which all model I used it, I shared with you. But I have to quickly run through, then you have to understand that, right? This all we talked at length. People first, then automatically they take care of one. We talked about why is the need for this one. Framework we already talked about, right? Typical, I written it for a typical HR guys in a concise manner. If you read it, it will make it a little more easier for you guys. Knowledge, skill set, abilities, everything I tried to cover it up. So if you know the model, your thinking, writing level will change. You will not get blinded. You'll be careful. Each word is important. If you don't know the model or framework, that's a beauty. MBA guys should learn all the class, every subject, models and frameworks. Nothing but models, frameworks, terminology. This is what you should learn. 18 years, go ahead. Must be a mistake there, here. Here in my HR. Because legally salesperson, he cannot be less than 18. Na? Legally they put, na? In abroad and all, salesperson, anybody can be 20 years, 19 years, right? They are not asking for a qualification there. They are asking for competencies. More than 18, why is written it? Statutorily, legally, you cannot employ somebody below 18. You'll go to jail. No, that's it. They can. But there are some sales level points. They only want youngsters. They don't want probably more than 25. Entry level post salesperson, they don't want aged guys. Like you said, somebody should be on the road. Somebody should be able to stand. They look for, okay, see this one. Okay. Now this is the job analysis, right? You got it? Should I go to the next slide? Now this is a job description. Done? Now, how do you approach it? There are many approaches to get to this kind of thing. That's what I said. If you go through the ONET, the US and Canadian, many posts you have a detailed job content analysis. You should know where to approach, get that source to get your this one. You can have many levels. And you are supposed to have, when you are working a job, you must have a meaningful job, and knowledge of result, and somebody should feel happy while doing that kind of job. All this also should be built up in your job content when you are designing a job. Benefits and all, job specification. See, somewhere I put red, because everywhere the same specification may not suit. You're able to read? I'm blocking you. Knowledge of local language. Exposure to PeopleSoft SAP. What is the compensation? I want everything, and I say that guy wants 80 lakhs. I will say I'll pay only 30 lakhs. Why do you waste everybody's time, right? Or you cannot pay less than 1 crore. Somebody got a 30 lakhs is applying for it. Waste of time, right? It cuts both ways. Are we clear now? Theoretically concept about job content, job description, job specification, and the relevancy and importance. We are not theoretically talking. We know the theory. We know the framework. We understood many models. Yes or no? Yes. Now you can have a break. KRA KPI come soon. I want to complete. I cannot take it for many days. Today my target is to complete this one. Second, I'm not going to cover more than 5 sessions. That's all. Today I'll complete this one. One session I will cover it up your training and development PMS. One session I'll complete all your compliance, labor law and all. One session I'll go for a best HR practice. That's it. Remaining you read it. I will give you, if you want 1 book, 2 book, I want n number of PPT. I'll give you. Sit and read Ramayana. घर में बैठ के रामायण पढ़ लेना, ठीक है? Clear? Approach is clear or not clear? Only 5 sessions. First, I introduce the subject. Today I given you this one. Second, I'll touch you about recruitment, training, doing everything in 1 session. PMS compensation 1 session. Compliance, labor law 1 session. Best HR practice 1. That's it. So my content is my content. Not, I will not go with any of the books. Okay. And 2 books I will give you. E-book. And I'll give you whatever PPT you want, I'll give it to you. Deal is over? Or you want a better deal? This deal is okay, na? Okay, now you can break. I'll go for a break. Come back soon. I'll also come with you guys. Let me also have a coffee. Canteen, they gives you coffee this time? Come. I think I need coffee more than you guys, right? You guys are passively sitting and listening. Who needs coffee more? Yeah, me or these guys? This time, yes. No, this time he didn't make a controversy. Controversy didn't make it. Sorry? I only brought a hot water and green. Normally I don't drink. Once in a while, we come to Rajan sir's cabin. Oh.
Charging पे ऐसे पैसा मांगेंगे फिर तो लग जाएंगे मेरे हो ही रहा होगा
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Sir, if you're talking, we are not able to hear you.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Now you can hear me. Okay, guys, sorry. You guys should have told earlier, but you cannot tell. How can you communicate? Oh, but you could have communicated, only one. Okay, guys, we are talking about KRA KPI number 1. Number 2, we just to have us to get it started. Number 1, he said, what is KRA? One of your friends said attrition rate is a KRA. Yes, agreed. Attrition rate is a KRA. It's a generic topic. Here, there is no objectivity. There is no measurement. It's a kind of generic kind of thing. KPI means it has to be only with number. If there is no number, means it's not a KPI. Okay. And most of the time, people tend to confuse between job description and KRA and the KPI. Obviously, KRA will flow down from the job description, but it requires still more. From KRA, you'll go to KPI, it requires still more this thing. That is one. 2 is that why do we do KRA KPI? I told them about role clarity, job clarity, expectation clarity, which makes work as love and fun. You know what I'm supposed to do. You know what is expected from you. And the clarity is there. It's a love and fun. People enjoy working. That's it. Now, how do you go about fixing that KRA KPI? What is the methodology? You know what is KRA KPI theoretically? You know why KRA KPI, right? Is it a post-mortem exercise? It's a useful, diagnostic, pragmatic, fun exercise, or it's a crushing you guys? Oh, KRA KPI, they are coming to kill me. How many people get into that experience? Fun experience in industry, your own experience? Or no, yeah, this is one necessary evil I have to go through. Right? Both stands are taking place in industry or not? Correct on most of you, because I can read your body language. It's not coming out. Right now, most of you probably go through. It's a necessary evil I have to go through. Right. But on the other hand, it can be love and fun. It can be exciting. It can be enjoying. So like dead or long live, here KRA KPI is going to be one of the key thing for an employee to contribute to the organization. But if it is done the way it's a necessary evil, will it help? No. It has to be done as a love and fun. How will you do it? Why this is not taking place? Tell me. Am I talking sense or not after the coffee? There could be reason. One, the HR or whoever is doing, boss, they are not having a theoretical framework knowledge about job knowledge, job description, KRA. One. 2, they are not taking pain in talking to employee, and it's the word called mutually defined accepted key result area. It's not like a one-way kind of. 2, 3, there are again a framework for fixing a KRA. The nuances of fixing a KRA, like anything and everything I said, there could be a framework for that one. This guy is not talking about the framework. Again, fixing. Like you guys talk now, every time I ask you talk in the air something or other, right? Wow. But once you get into that framework, so there could be 3 things. One is culturally, they should think that it should be a dynamic one. It should be a love and fun one, not necessarily evil. 2, we must spend a lot of time in mutually discussing and clarifying. 3, there could be some technologies, techniques, models, best practices. If that is used, probably that could be one of the best one. Now, when I touch that, what could be the best practice in fixing a KRA? What could be the best practice? Like what is 80-20? Right? Sorry. What does it mean? How it's useful in your KRA KP? Don't write empty number of 10, 50 like a laundry list here. Write some 3, 4 list, which is going to contribute major impact by their her or his contribution to the company. 20% of the job, which can make 80% contribution to the company strategically. So use that principle while preparing the KRA KP in a sensible manner. Don't write theoretically, he's responsible for that, responsible for the sky, moon, flooring, and everything. You do it. Correct. Then it's not a meaningful exercise. What is balance scorecard? Could be Pareto. Could be you use the word called SMART. Are we talking SMART? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, top one. Okay. Are we talking in terms of balance scorecard? While fixing this one, what is MBO, management by objective? What does it mean? What does it mean? So you explain MBO by objective means I explain, can you reach airport within 1 hour by spending only 20 rupees? Mutually planned objectives, right? I ask you, you would reach now, the time is already 3:40. Can you reach airport by 5 o'clock by not spending more than 200 rupees? Then there is a carry KP. What does it come here? The second model is quantity, quality, time, and cost. Write down all the best practices. One I set MBO, which is based on quantity, quality, time, cost. I'll explain you what do you mean by quantity. Pareto 80-20. Third is balance scorecard. Yeah, quantity, quality, time, cost. Okay, that based on MBO approach. Okay, the other thing is Pareto 80-20. Okay, PRATO 80-20. The other thing is balance scorecard, which is the latest one. Balance scorecard, BSC, BSC, balance scorecard. So while I'll talk to you about balance scorecard, when I said quantity, that's an easy method. When you do quantity, quality, time, cost, while working out the KRA, KPA, SMART, all of you know the meaning of SMART. When you do quantity, quality, time, cost in each of the KRA, things will be clear. What is going to quantitatively achieve? At what time? At what cost? With what quality? Again, keep this thing and start thinking. Things will follow. You will not get caught with unnecessary word, or you will not go without any information. So everywhere the framework helps you. Quantity, quality, time, cost. Take for example, any one post you tell me. Marketing, you want to do brand improvement or improve the market segment. I want to fix a KRA and KPA. How will I go about it? Using this method, KRA, quantity, quality, time, and cost. Your brand acceptance by people or media, say for example, 60% last. You should take it to 80% acceptance this year. Quality? Okay. You are allowed a budget of 2 crore rupees. Cost? Time is 1 year. So you are covering everything, right? So for everywhere, if you guys have this framework, you'll be able to have covered it while fixing the KRA KP. And most of the company, they don't do it. Okay, now what is balance scorecard? You only go through, let me know what is balance scorecard. Go through in mobile. Kaplan's balance scorecard, BSC. KAPLAN, Kaplan. That's one of the best practices used by all the multinational organization, probably your own organization also. Balance scorecard by Kaplan, KAPLAN. Hope you got it. Kaplan and Artan. Right. Management means today you cannot be having without knowing balance scorecard. That's why I didn't want to explain it. You go through, then I'll explain. You read and tell me. Again, tell me in 3 words, 3 sentences. That all background. Generic. I want you to hit the nail at the head.
Financial, customer, and internal learning and growth.
Yeah, that's to some extent correct. That is a starting point. What is the end 4-point? Balanced scorecard. There is a score. You have to have a balanced scorecard for improving a business. Have you gone through it? You want me to explain?
Good.
It's coming to that. All of you gone through it. You want me to explain or still you want to read?
Yes, sir.
True. Okay, I'll tell you. Historically, even 20 years back, whenever you are assessing the performance of a company in the board meeting, we always used to take a look at the budget. Your budgeted this year, actual achievement, last year achievement, deviation. We used to do more of a financial analysis. Only finance, even in my time. When I look back in 1990, 2000 and all, we used to only see the budget. Every month we'll have a meeting. We'll see what has been budgeted, what is actually achieved, what was last year this time, what are the competitors, something which is relating to finance. Now they come to the conclusion that seeing the performance of a company or a person only from a finance perspective, a single perspective, may be misleading. This has been in the latest research done 15, 20 years back. So now the company or person has to be assessed from 3 more angles. Finance, how did you develop a customer? How did you do the learning? Which are the 4 angles? Can you tell me? Learning and growth. Financial, I talked about. Customer. Organizational capacity. So second, what they said is, okay, finance, all of you clear. Please understand, easy. Otherwise, a lot of articles are there. Too complicated for you guys to read. Number of articles are there. The second, they said, you cannot just go by finance. You go by the customer or market. Like, for example, you take, I'm a, say, chief marketing officer, director marketing of a company. I improved the profitability last year to this year. Okay, last year my company profitability was 100 crores. This year my company profitability got 120 crores. Okay, my market segment also slightly improved. Okay, now the question here is that apparently I've done very well. I will take my huge incentive. After a year or two, I will leave the company and go. But I have not invested money in improving the brand, advertisement, promotion, customer delight. I only apparently cut all the expenses, cut all the activities, improved the profitability, which is a short term. Are you understanding my point or not? So balance scorecard said, how the hell you can do the only finance? Any smart guy like Bhaskaran will come, okay, I'll improve your profitability. 20%, 30%. My agreement with you is 2 years. I'll take 5 crore, 10 crores. That's what the guys are taking salary. No? So in 2 years, you cannot catch me. I'll put your company Coca. Coca means empty everywhere. I have not developed the market. I have not found out a new market. I have not come with a new product. There could have even reduced my profitability a little less. But I have already prepared the company to the next level. Are you getting my point? So the company should not only, definitely finance is going to be one of the major, very informative kind of measurement, but you don't make loose of this one. 2. What is the third? Organizational capacity and capability. Now, like marketing, today we talk about talent management, talent pipe, human capital, process, all those kind of things. If I don't have all those kind of things, how much time, money, what are the scorecard? What is the scorecard? You have finance scorecard, profitability, ratios, growth, and things like that. And what is the scorecard for marketing? What is the new market you developed? What is the brand images come up? What is the customer select surveys come up? How did you beat the customer? All those scorecard numbers will come. What is the organizational capability number? What is the attrition rate? What is the kind of internal promotion took place? What is the employee engagement survey report? What is the employee satisfaction report? Has it coming out in the scorecard? That's what balanced scorecard. There's one scorecard, finance scorecard, one scorecard, customer scorecard, one scorecard, organizational capability card. This also to be taken into consideration while seeing the company's performance. What is the 4th one? What is internal plan? Like Satyam, you make or a coffee day. The good example could be a coffee day. Good profit, good expansion. Internally, there was no governance. There's no ethics, no process. The company environment, or a lot of banks in US all collapse one day because they didn't have a strong process. So what is that process? Internal audit, external audit, statutory audit, independent auditor, report published it. Some competent guys like McKinsey and all that come and visited and given. So that I see my process is right. My systems are okay. My SOPs are in place. How many SOPs have come? How many processes have come? What are the software is getting checked up? How everything is getting checked up? What is a whistleblower in corporate governance? This scorecard also should come. Are you getting my point? So if all the scorecards are taken, then you can say your company is going seriously. If you do all those things, then you can continue to remain as a Fortune 500 company. Previously, Fortune 500 companies remains to be same kind. Now, one night, Fortune 5 company is not there. And one night, somebody who's never been in a business becomes a Fortune 500 company. So today's world is very dynamic, very knowledge oriented. So this guy Kaplan and Arthan said, please don't get into the financial, which is important. But so the same theory has to be adopted while fixing your KRA KPI. Suppose I'm fixing a KRA KPI for a finance guy. How will I go about fixing a KRA KPI in the balance scorecard manner? Tell me. Understood the theory, right? I said don't prepare a balance score. I mean KRA KPI in the air. Have some framework. We are all professional guys. We are not a chadak shop doctor, na? Medicine we'll talk professionally. So when I say that I'm going to fix a KRA KPI, I'm going to fix a KRA KPI based on balance scorecard, or MBO approach, or based on Pareto, or combining all three. Okay, let's take balance scorecard. Finance director, how are you going to fix it? All difficult question only I'm giving to guys, right? You cannot sleep now, not a sleeping time. So it's a challenge. Sorry, all getting? Okay, balance scorecard, finance director. How will you go about it? How will you? You understood the balance scorecard theory? You understood the KRA KPI? Now I said KRA KPI should be prepared in that model. And you also said KRA KPI should not be more than 5, 6, or 10. Now 1 or 2 KRA should reflect his finance. 1 or KRA should reflect his customer centric. Whatever may be the post. You can't say he's a finance director, he's not concerned with customer centric. He's not concerned with process. He's not concerned with organizational capability and all. So for each position, that's what I'm giving you this document. There are 8 posts which I created based on balance scorecard, MBO, everything I've done it. I'll show it to you. First understand, then you will. So now for that guy, you have to fix, say, finance director. Suppose what kind of finance balance scorecard you can fix him for a KRA KPI? For example, raising fund could be a KRA, right? What could be the KPI in finance angle as per the balance scorecard? Raising fund is 1 KRA, like you said. What could be the KPI? No, I'm talking about now 2020 and all its KPI. Now I'm talking, there's a finance director. You are going to fix his KRA KPI. You are going to fix his KRA KPI based on balance scorecard. Correct. Now I'm talking about what is the financial dimension of KRA KPI will fix for him. 1. I want you to give only one for all 4. You are through.
Profit margin.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Profit margin, sir.
Okay, you take profit margin as the one point of it. Yeah, what is called KRA. What is the KPI? Not that easy, guys. What? Huh? Not that easy, guys. Huh? 10% increase of? Finance director can increase 10% profit. Who the hell is going to increase the profit? Who is it? Right? Okay. Who the hell is that? He can give profitable 10% finance director. Is he capable? I'm talking really sense.
EBIT.
Profitability can be increased not by finance director, right? He can also be party to that, but he's not a line function. Okay, let's clear. Anyway, I'll come to that. Let's say fund arrangement is wholly his job, right? Profit is operation has to do very well, marketing has to do well, some new product has come, or you got some innovative product, or your competitor failed. You know, there are many things, including the finance guy helping them in giving money and all the time. It's a team KRA KPI, profit margin. When you talk, I hope you got my point. That's what I said. Who the hell is the finance guy who can give 10%? If there are, that itself is a wrong KRA KPI. Misnomer. The guys create, when the company profit goes, the finance director say, I improve the profit. Who the hell are you? If somebody comes in front of me, I'll just put him around this thing. Who the hell are you? Which finance director can increase per seat 10%? I'm really mean it. I can go and talk in any conference. You are also contributing to that. I agree. But if you want to take the accountability that because of me, I got 10, I hope you guys are understanding my point. But fund arrangement is individual responsibility. That could be his financial balance scorecard based KRA. Fund arrangement is a one. Now, what is the KPI in that? Sorry? I talked about, you went into the other fourth one. I'm talking about the finance perspective of a balance scorecard for a finance director. I hope all of you guys were with me now. Huh?
Maybe, sir, budget plan versus actual.
I said, I said fund acquisition is KRA. You said some 100 million from investor fund or from through the share capital or through some other, that interest cost doesn't go more than 4%. That would be finance, doable by him, finance KRA KPA, measurable KRA KPA. Get me so much of money at this kind of interest in such a short time, 6 months. Quantity, quality, time cost is fixed in, and finance is getting done. So again, repeating, fund acquisition is a finance domain of a balance code for a finance director. Correct. What would be the KPI? Getting me money, 100 million, 1,000 million money in 6 months time. At what kind of service rate? Clear? So that becomes his finance. Is he interested in customer or not? Is he supposed to contribute to customer or not? As a finance director, how? How will he fix the KRA? All difficult questions, right? If you think seriously, it's easy. How will you do it? Okay, before going to customer, come back to the process. He's supposed to do process. Can he have that 100% governance effective by the finance director? That could be your KRA. He can say 5 times perpetual statutory audit. Independent directors appointed. Compliance of all SOP. All this done and reported to the board once in 3 months. If it does all those things, your compliance will improve, right?
But sir, this is all are not measurable one, no, sir.
No, you have that 10 statutory report given. Deviation highlighted to the board. Extra 20 SOP prepared. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are good point. The KP has to have number measurable. If you say that I have 3 independent audit, 3 internal audit, only 1 or 2 statutory audit, can you say I can have a perpetual audit? Can I have a monthly audit? The deviation is reported then and there. Rather than waiting for 1 year, by the time everything is done. Number of SOPs brought. The kind of auditors changed. The quality of auditor changed. The rotation of auditor done. All in number. If you do that, the governance will go up. That would be his KP. Governance improvement could be a KRA. Whatever number I said, it may not be 100% objective, but you have to correct it to objective oriented. That could be one. What is the third one? Okay. Now what I do is, to make it a little more simple, you are running shortage of time. You read this article, which is covering simple way for an HR guy from job description, job specification, KRA, KPA, balance scorecard, weightage, everything I covered here. Just you want to read it, or you will go through in your own LMS. LMS is also, it is there. ABC company. And you're most welcome to go through this one. But how will I know to scroll it down? Whether you read it or not. Guys, you want to go through in LMS? Quickly go through in LMS. Or again, you are all smarts now. Share it in your WhatsApp group to everybody. And there are many posts. You just see the 6th one, 5th one, human resources in charge. I just done it for 5, 6 position. You see the 5th one. Online students, all of you got the document?
No, sir.
In the LMS, it is there. Did you get? You want us to share in the WhatsApp? Hey, one of you help them, yeah. Huh? You got it, na? Offline student. ABC company. 5th one, human resources in charge. Read that. Many posts I given, but I prefer this one because you have learned a lot. It may be easy for you to relate. Your seniors as a second assignment, they submitted 10 positions they made KRA KPA based on this model and then given it as a second assignment. You catch hold of your senior, take all those documents. They've done a very good job. It may be a good reference for you in the future.
Sir, can we get their contact number something, sir?
I'll get you. Your seniors, you should know, yeah?
No, sir, we don't know. We don't know even our peers as of now.
Okay, that is the advantage of your online classes, right? Okay, I'll give you 1 or 2 students' number. You take it from.
Okay, sir.
You send hello to me in my WhatsApp. Then I'll send it to you. Okay, you know my number or you don't know my number?
No,
Don't
sir.
say. Huh?
No, sir, we know your number, sir. No issues.
Yo, thank God, at least you know my number. Because since shortage of time, I thought you go through, then I'll explain. I have to complete it today. My target. You're not able to see? You want to see my laptop? It's not even. Any one of you want to see in my laptop, you're most welcome. First we captured job description. There was a lady who was heading that time, this company, HR head. All these documents are in LMS. Please share it to your own, whatever system you have. LMS, they will remove it after some time. I think it's for 6, 7 positions. It's there: supply chain, commercial, finance, HRM. You can refer it later. Sorry? That is all depends upon your experience. Compared to you count to the weightage 1. Wait, let everybody read. Now first, have you seen all those KRA, KPA from job description, how it is progress? You understood that. Let them all read, then we'll come to that one. But if anywhere I have not given the metrics by mistake in KPA, then there's not a KPA. Even I could have done mistake. Suppose your 10 guys are working for a company. Each one of your performance is going to take care of the company, right? And each one of you, if you don't know which direction to go correctly, at what cost. If I'm expecting to reach airport, you are reaching Hosur. Or in between, you are going to Jalali or somewhere else getting lost, right? So there has to be a proper KRA KPI fixed for all 10 of you, because your company's whole performance is cascaded down to, the other methodology is cascading down. You write the word, I told you, balance scorecard, quantity, quality, and things like that. Cascade down your budget projection into KRA KPI. The company has got a projection of expansion, a new product, a new cost reduction, or innovation. All those have to be broken down, right, into departments and then to different person. Correct. If you do that scientifically, not common sense wise. Common sense wise, either it remains as a piece of document, or it's a necessary evil, or it doesn't give you any synchrony. If it is done correctly, professionally, pragmatically, consistently, it can do wonders. Now we are all talking about how can you do that correctly so that it can do wonders. It doesn't become a necessary evil, and then it doesn't contribute to that. In fact, HR guys can be very proud if they do this job itself correctly. Okay, here I was trying to talk about how can you go about fixing it. You understood the job description part of it, all of you gone through. KRA, KP also you understood. KRA has to be an area, manpower planning, recruitment, and things like that. KP has to be number. I mean, by any chance I have not given any number, that's wrong. It has to be number. So that's one step of it. Then you have to also give the weightage. Weightage is depends upon, you go back to my last lecture, company's life cycle. Maybe today company is going through maturity or decaying stage or initial stage. Depending upon the stage, your weightage would be more on recruitment or more on training and development. This all again strategic decision. Where my company at this stage, what kind of HR, KRA, KPI to give more weightage on recruitment or training or compensation. Depends upon the business model, which we discussed at last class clearly. That is one part of it. Second part of it, validating the KRA KPI. Does the KRA KPI contributing to finance, marketing, like the way I discussed with you guys for finance? If suppose this HR guys KRA KPI is prepared. Now I want to, like in chemistry, we talk about validating, right? Now let's validate. Does it comes within the balance scorecard framework or not? Is all those 6, 7, whatever KRA KPI written in, does it contribute to financial framework? Does it contribute to customer framework? Does it contribute to learning and growth? All this thing or not? If it is not, again, you'll go back to retest that one. Do you think it's correct contributing all those 4 or not? Now, have you people understood balance scorecard? In general, balance scorecard is not only for HR. First of all, it is general. Have you understood balance scorecard? It's the contemporary topic, and Amazon, Walmart, everybody, they use balance scorecard right and left. I mean, day-to-day meeting, performance appraisal, budget, everything is very well done. Okay. So now, generally you understood what is balance scorecard. Now I was trying to use that as a model. When company has to be performed, each individual has to be measured like that way, right? If you are not given all 4 angles, I am a HR guy, I don't damn bother about customer. I don't damn bother about finance. I only know recruitment, training. Then you are not contributing holistically. And similarly, finance guy, he says, I'm not bothered about talent, all those things. I know only to get money, or I go through some process part of it. Or marketing guy, that I only know to sell it. Don't ask me financial, how much cost I invest. So all those things holistically have to be brought in. Now that is what this particular document is giving you. I mean, when you go home, there are all different positions for commercials and things like that. And your seniors have done, each one they have done different position. I think 551 each group have done. Systems manager, operation manager, artificial intelligence. They've done a beautiful job, I must tell you. So now coming to the catch, you will also do the same second assignment. Right? While going, you must go peacefully, right? 4:30. Correct or not? So now are you clear with this one? What is KRA? Why fix us? How to fix us? What is the purpose? how it can be a necessary evil or how it can be effective tool for performance. What are the methods of doing it? What is KRA? What is KPA? What is objectivity? What are the practices, best practices? These all theoretical questions will come. Have you understood? Online students, have you understood? I know we rushed a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But you're all
Yes, sir.
experienced guys, nah? I mean, if fresh MBA student, I could not have covered what we covered here in 3 hours. It must take a lot of hours. I will go mad, they'll go mad. But in your case, I rushed it because there's no alternative. For you also no alternative. For me also no alternative. Right? But you all understood, right? Yeah, some questions. It's totally nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Where is it? There's no there's no postmortem. There is no hide and seek. It should be open, it should be transparent, it should be mutually discussed. Either at the time of recruitment or your next year starts. Then it's a necessary evil. It's a postmortem. What will you do get out of postmortem? Tell me. Body is gone. If you already, if not 100%, if not 100%, at least 60 to 70%, I'm recruiting a pilot. I recruit HR guy, manufacturer. No. That guy, if you know that, he will not even join your company. Why do you want him to unnecessarily join and trigger? The role description is what? It's just a short subjective form of a KRA KPA. See, what you lose? He's going to take the secrecy somewhere else. Why you don't want to cover it? You think that there's a secrecy. Like I told you, I got your point. Like I talked to you last time, investment-based HR. There are some risk involved in investment HR. 70-80% would be more tangible benefits. There could be some perceived disadvantage. Which path you like to go? Suppose you want to join my company. Now you really know Jambek, but I really don't know what I wanted. If you know clearly, you will discuss, you will re-clarify, or you may take a decision to join or not join. You may have knowledge, but you don't fit into some of the part of the role which is demanding from you. Or even if it demands, you don't like doing that kind of job. So, for example, if somebody calls me to be a group HR director, things like that, you think I'll go and join? Never, ever. Because my temperament is much above that now. I can be only super CEO, but I cannot be group HR director or anything. It's not that I don't have a competency, I don't have the knowledge and feeling and everything. I don't fit. You'll tell me these are a carry. I'll know. If you give me a carry KPSR, you have to take the turnover to 20%. You have to improve the profitability this much. You have to get a new product. You must get amalgamation. You must get a collaboration. I'll say, yes. Too much of a risk. I want that risky only. I don't want this well-defined, recruitment karlo, training karlo. I'm not saying that's wrong. Please don't I'm giving my own example. Give me a risky challenge. Increase profitability, increase ratio, get me new collaboration, help me to sell this loss-making company. I said, yeah, this is the target I want to have. See, if you don't disclose, how it will help it? No? I'm just giving my own example. The KPA, the JD, they say, like, if you go through JD, you are responsible for HR, you are responsible for industrial relation, you are relation for capital, human talent training. Does it mention really? Yeah, measurable, but are you ready to get into that kind of cycle? You write it generally in the past 10 years forward, you are responsible for HR, you are responsible for recruitment, you are responsible for training and development. One, you know that you are responsible for organizing and conducting 200 hours of training for technical session, 100 sessions of leadership training, delivered by in-house for 20%, 30% delivered from outside. If that comes into, you'll know no, where I am capable. Are you getting my point? Achieve. Yeah. Good point. Again, that is where care helps. That is what I use the word mutually. I say, next month you must increase your market segment by another 25% in Bangalore. You say, no, sir, it cannot be done. It can be done only 10%. Cordial, respectfully, sit and discuss, convince or get convinced, listen, your perspective, my perspective, mutually come to not 25, not 10, 15. Then, good question. Does it end? If KRA has to be successful, one is whatever we discuss, that is a must condition. Like last bench, sir. Now again, twist. Will it make your KRA successful? You done everything what we discussed. You fix it, mutually discuss it, have a smart, have a balanced scorecard one, have a minimum one, like the way, blah, blah, whatever I did. This is only starting point. You also mutually discuss. Measurable, everything you taken care of it. But what to the next and no, that's a skill part of it. We measured, we fixed it objectively, we fixed it smartly, we fixed based on balanced scorecard, both of us happily agreed. Afterwards, situation may change. Are you reviewing midterm? Are you giving feedback? Are you giving a coaching to the guy? Are you helping him to achieve? You are a mentor, coach, facilitator, or a bureaucrat, a target-oriented or controller. You are a theory X or theory Y guy. Are you getting my point? This is a starting point, which is a must. Next is, okay, we've done it. But are you respectfully every 1 or 2 months, you review it? Try to understand situation change, scenery change. Both of our perception could have been wrong. Have you revised it? Have you given the feedback? Have I trained you? Have I coached you? Have I mentored you? That is the right leader. I am a bureaucrat. I don't know any damn thing. 1 minute manager. I don't know. I bloody jolly well get it done, otherwise get lost. That's called 1 minute manager, buffalo manager. Correct. So KRA process have to be successful. There are 2 angles. One is this one, the documentation process, the way we talked it. The second is implementation process. Respect the everywhere. What is theory X and theory Y? You not studied OB? You studied, right? What is theory X and Y? Sorry? Have they taught you or not? Not yet. See, theory X is a very old concept. Theory X is that I believe these guys are needs to be written clear-cut order, controlled, supervised. If leave them alone, they are capable of messing up. You know, that's a concept. Theory Y is that I respect. She is capable. She come up through her own merit so far. Even now she has got potentiality. She can really achieve very well. I must give the condition environment. I must give the right kind of job. I must motivate. I must engage. She will be able to do it. In other words, you can say it positive or control oriented or development oriented. I strongly believe in theory. Why? Who is not capable? Tell me. It may be misfit. Everybody is got like all of you come. All of you got your own strength life, right? Otherwise, you should not be sitting here, right? I'm standing here is I got my own strength, right? All of us got our own hard work. All of us got our own scores. All of us got very strength. That is why we are here. You are there. I'm here. Which means what? Theory Y. And you are happy to be here, right? You are happy to clear the exam, right? Will it give you a kick or not once you clear the exam? It will give the kick, right? So everybody wants to contribute and be happy. What does it mean? I am the culprit. If this person, this subject, this participant wants to contribute and they're happy to contribute, they're here, their purpose is to contribute and be happy, it's all highly little philosophical. Then the guy, the leader, that's why the leadership definition goes beyond. If you believe in theory X and all, it's a short-term oriented. It's you make the people mess, attrition will go up, they will come to hell. I have to go to the concern, I have to do some nokri karna hai, job karna, that kind of. You will not be intrinsically motivated. Okay, I feel happy. I learn, I contribute. So that is where it comes, theory X and Y. Okay, which is called development oriented. This is called control oriented. Today management, you cannot have this control oriented. Today you can have only participative development. Every it's okay, let him do it. No, there also he will do. If you train him and go through it, there also respect for his. There also he feels happy in doing. I'm doing the process in time quickly. Efficiency is more. When he's doing a repetitive job, that comes under job analysis. When it's a repetitive job, then he's able to make the efficiency more. That's what his cut is. You are a market researcher. You are a salesman. Everybody wants to feel happy, right? So the KRE KPI at the end of, so what did we understand today in one sentence? We know the process of job content, job analysis, job description is primarily needed to make HR to deliver. Okay, right? Now we understood how to go about it, preparing HRA, job description, what are the framework, knowledge, task, skill sets, and things like to be prepared. Based on that, we have to get into KRA KPI. KRA KPI also needs to be how to be done, why should be done, what is the philosophy involved in it, what is the process involved in it, what are the best practices involved in it. This is what we covered. And for more than that, you refer to all the documents. And coming back, what is the second assignment? Okay, right? Correct now? Because I'm going to see next after 15 days, right? Let's discuss and close it. You're most welcome. KRA fixation, mutually we are discussing. What kind of second assignment you want to do? Done? You have to do second assignment. That's mandatory. What you want to do? Your option. I'll give you. Correct? We are fixing mutually KRA now. Tell me. When is going to be your first one going to come? I have to grade. Heaven's sake. Please give me, I have to grade and put it. Your 2 assignments carry a lot of weightage in your examination.
Sir, we'll do job analysis, description, and specification, sir.
You want to do that? Okay, what about offline student? You want to go with that or something else? Huh? KRA KP only. All of you. Seal? Okay. You can also get the help from your senior students. But use your intelligence also. Okay. Don't get into repeatedly, because you will not get from any books, that I must tell you. When you have to go work for it, you will not get from books, you cannot copy paste to a large extent. Okay. Other thing is, it has to be in my model. It can be more than that, but it cannot miss any of my model. Weightage, balance scorecard, KRA KP should be there essentially. You want to come up with some other new model, you're most welcome. Number 1. Number 2, at least each team take 5 positions. Each group. 5 positions. You take any designation which you are comfortable with. Preferably avoid all this one. The traditional HR, marketing, supply chain, all those things avoid. It will not be interesting. Which assignment? That's first assignment. That's the first assignment. That's assignment 1. Huh? This is assignment 2. Okay, guys. 5 positions. Each group, it's a group assignment. Again, don't call me in WhatsApps are individual one, group one, how many slides? You know, you are all executive based students. Don't ask me. You ask me some intelligent question. I will be more than happy to help you. But the question comes to me, sir, 6 slides, 5 slides.
Target date, sir.
Individual or group, it is group. Okay, 1. Each group has to take 5 positions. 2. 3, that 5 positions should not be traditional positions. Like whatever I covered. Come with a lot of new positions. Correct? And finally, the end target day when first one itself has not come. When? Huh? So you do both together, na?
Together, end of
What was the date I given for first one? Well, you completed, right?
July
Okay.
and
July. So let's keep this 15th August.
Okay.
September 1st, sir.
Okay, 20th August. August 20th.
Sir, August 20th, sir?
Yeah, August 20th.
Okay, sir.
Literally, sorry. You have to go through the process. You cannot help it. Yeah, accepted the LMS.
Sir, can you repeat this
Even-
second assignment, please, sir?
See again. I said it's a group assignment number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, 5 position. Number 3, use my model essentially. Go beyond that. I don't have any objection. Last date is 20th. Now somebody asked a relevant question. Though it's a group, each individual has to upload in LMS. Yeah, correct.
Whatever the group is doing, that's the
The same individual has, because for the LMS will not accept it group. For each individual, we have to give mark. And heaven's sake, when you upload it on the title, it would say group number 5, 2, 3, and all. So that if I have, I'm going to give you marks on group. So for me, while giving, I don't have to open every time. Right? Clearly, do
Sir.
big help to me, right?
Sir, one more
What
question.
help I request you guys to do.
Sir, this
Sometimes
5.
we don't write group, and I have to open everyone. Oh, this guy goes to 2 group, the first group, you see the 120 guys. And if I have to see everyone, thank God, yeah.
Sir, one more clarification.
Yes, sir.
This 5 position, we have to do all this job analysis, job description, job specification, KRA, and
No,
KPI.
only you do KRA, KP. Job description, KRA, the last one which I showed.
Only KRA and KPI. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry? It may not come in PPT. It come only in a word form. Any doubt on second assignment? Heaven's sake, don't come with the same question. You come with some other intelligent question, you are most welcome. Don't come and ask our individual or group, how many slides? No slides. It's a word file. Don't come and ask me how many pages. It's a word file. Right? System manager, artificial, I manage, something, you come with some new position. Some is an architect, something like that. You come with some new positions so that all of us learn from each one. You're getting my point. If each one of you come with 5, how many? 50? That 50 say 20, 30 is a new positions. All of you learn, right? If you want to learn. If you don't want to learn, that's a different issue. In fact, all the 50 can be published as a book. Your 50, your seniors 50 can be published as a nice book because it's not available, the net or anywhere. You try and see for your position. They may be having some fit and bits pieces, not complete one. Done. Any question? Go ahead.
Sir, this assignment is for 30 marks, right, sir?
That I don't know. Yeah, here only. You can start from, if you want to write a job description, otherwise. Any other questions, sir? Or if you want to sit and talk up to 6 o'clock, I don't mind. I'm a workaholic. This guy is complaining. Yeah. Still lost that balance scorecard. That's what I said. My model you have to essentially complete. You want to come up some other new model, all of us will be happy to learn. But my model to be complete. KRA, KPA, weightage, and balance scorecard, essentially you have to do. If something else in the process you learn, do, I'll be more than happy. Correct, na? Any other question?
Sir, one example format if you can share, sir.
This is here now, yeah. This file is already there in it.
Oh,
This folder is there in it. Now,
okay. Okay, sir. Sorry. Thank you.
now you understand, you guys. This format is already there in your LMS. Not for one post, 5, 6 posts it is there. I touch for one post. Yeah. Yeah, that you can fill it. It's a judgment now. You can fill it or you can leave it also. Well, try and put your own imagination, which cannot be right and wrong. The putting that weightage, see, also an intelligent question, I can appreciate. Weightage are how will you go about it? It cannot be right and wrong. It's all imaginary. Based on your judgment, you put, otherwise you leave blank also, I don't know. Huh? Your judgment you give. Or you find it difficult, leave it space empty. I'm okay. Huh? All that framework should be there. Weightage, if you cannot give it, no problem. Clear? Have we achieved what we have to achieve today? Job description, job specification, KRA, KPI, understood? And also you've been grilled to come up with assignment. So my job is very well done. I don't know whether your job is done or not. My job is done clearly. Okay. That I will give you. It must be already there in your LMS. Please check up. I have 2 books, one on Armstrong, one more Harry Dassler. Harry Dassler is supposed to be your prescribed book. Okay, Harry Dassler, it is there. The book is already there. See. Your LMS has got a lot of information, heavily loaded. Okay. And if you want Harry Dassler's chapter-wise PPT is also there. You're most welcome to go through all PPT. So from my point of view, there's no need. Okay, that's your textbook. That has got its own PPT. And I also loaded 100 question and answer. Right? Have you gone through it? Model question paper is there. Curriculum is there. What kind of question can be covered for HRM 100 question and answer? That is also there. Make use of it. Take downloading before they delete it. They normally delete it when the exam and all comes nearer. Okay. Last time it happened. And again, I have to upload. Clear? But attend the class. Question all will be same. Don't worry. What is transactional? What is transformational? What is HRM? How do you fix KRA? You know, this whatever in the class, my question will be done only from the class teaching. Because I am the one who will set the question paper. I am the one who is also going to correct your paper. That is pain for me. You are asking some question, last bench. This guy started with a question before the class started. Okay, go ahead. I never talked about textbook. That's what I was telling right now. I will set the question paper. I will set question paper from what I taught. Correct. And during the lecture only, I'm telling this is possible question. What kind of question can come from today? What is KRA? How do you fix KRA? What is KPA? What is job description? Can you prepare a job description for a marketing manager? This kind of questions only will come. Last class, what is transactional? What is transformational? What is strategic HRM? How HR can be a line function or a staff function? I've already given you 10 questions. Questions will come only from that. And don't worry, all of you will write very well based on my experience. It's not going to be difficult. You don't have to take a book and read. You're most welcome to read. You must read. But for my examination, you don't have to read. Attend the class, little bit concentration, more than enough. Writing, I cannot help it. And attempt all the question. Your seniors, I've seen 4 guys, they have not even attempted question. If you don't attempt the question, there's no mark cannot be given. The software. Okay. If you attempt a question, somewhere you'll get it. If you don't even attempt, how will you get it? So please attempt all the questions. And nothing difficult. I'm not at all worried about you guys passing. I can give in writing, all of you will pass with flying colors. But I want you to learn for your career. That is my objective. Passing the exam, don't keep even 10% tension in your mind. At least my paper is concerned. Other paper, I cannot tell you. My paper, 101%, all of you will pass with more than 60% mark. Okay. Okay. So you are all getting ready to go home. Okay, just keep it there.
Thank you, sir.